getting it going here on the Facebook and the YouTube. What's up, guys? What's going on? It's your boy Ryan Lodi here with
Lewis Amir Murray,
Landon Jones.
and we're going to be talking a little bit about how to expedite your success in the insurance industry here at LC Financial Group. Both of these individuals here partners within LC Financial Group, and they recently joined this year. Just tell the viewers a little bit about your guys' background story. I mean, one of the things that sticks out the most to me is when you guys first initially started, like almost around the same point. When was that? How long ago was that?
So it was around the end of May, beginning of June. So we were at the same point, doing contracting, getting started up, making outbound calls. We were making outbound calls together. So after each day, this is pretty funny story. So after each day, Amir and I would call each other after each production day. I'm like, oh man, I made 200 calls today. Maybe got 2 contacts.
Right.
No enrollments. Or some days it'll be 1 enrollment, 3 contacts, 300 calls. We would call each other after every single day of production, just basically like motivating each other on. Like it's great that we didn't do this by ourselves. We had each other, to push each other on, going through it. And it's amazing just being with an organization, being with people that, encourage you to do better. You're not alone, we're independent agents, but we're still partners at the end of the day. So we help each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So what he said was pretty well said. Yeah. So every day we were dialing sunrise to sundown. I was working a job. He was working a job. We both decided to go full go into this industry. Thanks to, we had our good friend right here, Ryan Lodi. He gave us the opportunity. We trusted his word, went full go with it. Like he said, we were dialing every day, doing outbound on our personal devices, 300 calls a day, 250. Some days I didn't get nothing. Some days he didn't get nothing. Some days we had 2 or 3, or it's kind of just the way it goes. But, staying consistent and actually moving, like actually having confidence in yourself. And some days where I didn't feel confident, I would call him and be like, oh, man, today was rough. He's like, oh, we're going to get it tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And then, the next day we got it. So it's all about really like just consistency, moving forward,
Definitely just surrounding yourself with the right people, being in the right group. That's kind of what we're growing here at LC Financial Group, just a group of individuals who hold themselves accountable as well as holding each other accountable.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see where you guys came from to where you're at now. We're in the AEP season. Landon's going to be clearing. You guys are both going to be clearing like $30,000 each at the very bare minimum, coming up in January, which is going to be absolutely fantastic.
Right.
But yeah, that story always sticks out to me, how you guys were like, what was that you guys said? I know you put it on like an Instagram post before. It was like, I don't know if this is going to work out, or what was it exactly?
Oh, yeah. So I actually deleted the post because I just felt like maybe it was a little bit too much. But when I first started, you can ask Landon Jones and Brian Lewis too. But when I first started out, I was working 2 jobs. I was working at Amazon like 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Then I was working at Home Depot 4 p.m. to like 11 o'clock at night. So I was working all day. Seeing Landon was getting started in the industry with you at least. And then I said, I was in the industry beforehand. It didn't work out for me. So, let me try one more time with, a friend of mine and stuff like that as well with you. I know you as well. So it made it more comfortable. But moving forward, Brian was like, you got to make a decision. Brian Lewis, the executive here at Independence, was like, you got to make a decision. Decided to quit at Amazon, moved at Home Depot, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Then I was dialing from 4 p.m. to like 9 p.m. Remember, I would call you guys and stuff. So then I was doing that. And then eventually when Landon decided to, go full go and quit his job, and I did the same thing. And then we kind of just took off at the same time together, but basically at first I told myself, like, I hope it works out. So I took a leap of faith just like he did. And, consistency and just, you got the results. I mean, that's just what happened.
The whole month of June, I didn't make any money. I was making no money. I just kept working. I feel like I was kind of, leaning towards not doing it, but with Amir, being here and, speaking with him every day, and Ryan himself, it kept me on the right path.
Yeah.
But it's just a lot of grinding, and I know that it's not for everyone. Anyone can do it, but it's not for everyone.
Yeah, with that being said, I mean, I remember like when I had like my first like 3 or 4 enrollments and he had his first couple too, I was like, man, like I haven't got paid yet. It was like a month in. I'm like, dude, I haven't got paid yet. And we were just like, I'm like, man, like, I'm like, I hope this is like going to work out. So we just kept going. I remember I would call him like, did you get paid yet? He's like, no, I didn't get paid yet. but you'll get paid. Hopefully we'll get paid soon, you know. And then, you know, like the weeks started coming, and then, you know, just all the work that we put in, like, started showing up finally. So
Yeah.
it takes time, I would say. Like when you first get started, like you're not gonna just get, like, some people start off right, you know, really well. You know, I mean, I felt like we both started off pretty well. Some people have like a little bit slower start, but that's okay as long as you keep going and, you know, just have the people around you. It may not even be us. It could be anyone that you come in the, you know, into this industry with. It, you know, it could be yourself. I mean, sometimes, like when I didn't call him, he didn't call me. We got to motivate ourselves. Like Ryan Lodi, when he first started, you know, he probably just did it himself. You know, he's got to trust himself, believe in himself, and, you know, move forward with it like that. So that helped me, that helped him, that helped Landon. So now here we are, and it's going to be great.
Yeah, you guys both fought through massive amounts of delayed gratification. So much delayed gratification. That's one of the things that I see a lot of insurance agents struggle with, is that they're not willing to, like you said, Amir and Landon, like they're not willing to take that leap of faith, maybe quit jobs, go all in with the insurance game, because they have all the doubt and considerations in their head. They're like, oh, what if it doesn't work out? What if I don't get paid? You know, this, that, and the other. My standpoint and viewpoint is like, man, like just go all in. If it doesn't work out, you can always go back to your old job. You can always like revert and kind of contract and, you know, kind of like, you know, make that decision back to where you currently were. Like, and that's the thing, is that many people are just like always just feeding their own mind with doubts. They're feeding their own mind with all these like different considerations of why it won't work out, why things won't go well. Whereas like you just have to have those positive expectations and postulate the right things and manifest the right things. Right. And, you know, great things are going to come as long as you stick in the game. And it's cool, you know, because it's kind of like you guys both had like a big snowball effect. You know, you guys were putting in massive amounts of work, showing up every single day, making the calls, not getting much results, but a month after that, maybe 2 months after, then like the money starts flowing in. You know, you're getting $2,000 checks every single week consistently. And this was in like with Medicare, this was in the lower payment months of the year, like June, July, August, September. Like that's when you're getting maybe like $150 per enrollment, maybe 200 at most. And then, you know, moving into September, you know, you're getting $100 per enrollment, and you guys were still making like $2,000 a week. You know, coming into January, you guys are going to be, you know, making a lot more than that. But it's just awesome because, you know, as I said, that's one of the main things that holds a lot of people back. They're always worried about the money. Money's obviously very important. You got to have it to live, but worry about like, you know, the action that you're putting in. Worry about, man, am I putting forth the right activity, the right amount of action? Am I showing up every single day? Am I training every single day? Is my mindset and my viewpoint in the right place? And as long as those factors are in place, then what's going to happen is the results will come. Sooner or later, the results are going to come.
Absolutely.
Like don't get too caught up in the results. Get caught up in the action that you're taking, not the results that you're getting. Obviously, we're all result orientated as we're, you know, beings in this universe. We're really result orientated, but, you know, just focus on what you can control. The action, the activity, showing up, making the calls, very, very important.
Yeah. Consistency, showing up. It's crazy to think about because when I first started, there was a few other individuals that started with me. And I mean, Amir and I are one of the only ones that actually stuck it through and are still here. And it's just like you said, showing up, being consistent, it just goes a long way. So you got to keep going at it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And just to touch on that a little bit more too, I wanted to, you know, I used to be in the insurance industry before, and, you know, I used to do just life insurance and stuff. But I will say one thing about this. Landon Jones was, you know, he's completely new to the insurance industry overall. So, you know, to see him where he's at, like, you know, like we'll go back and forth, like, oh, like, you know, like you're better at this, you're better at that. But really, he's like a prime example of like anyone can do this. Because I mean, he was not familiar with the insurance industry at all. Like I did life insurance. It didn't go as well as I planned beforehand, but he's new to all this and he's doing great, you know, and I mean that, you know what I'm saying? Dude, it's awesome. You know, I'm proud of him. I'm, you know, looking at Ryan Lodi, you know, he's motivation for me to see where he's at, you know, where Landon's at now. I mean, this guy just got, you know, nice car. You know, he's doing really well for himself now. And then to know him previously before this, like we all went to school together. So all of our backgrounds, to see us like here right now, like, from where we were, it's just, it's just a blessing, but it's not about that. It's about like actually putting the work in. Like anyone can say, oh, they want this, they want that. Like I say, I want a lot of things. He wants a lot of things, but you have to actually do the work to get there. So with that being said, I mean, like I'm an example. He's a prime example, but Landon Jones, I mean, like this guy, I mean, if you guys know him personally, know me personally, know Ryan Lodi personally from our backgrounds, I mean, we don't have to really say much. You can just know us and know that the work was put in. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing was handed to us. Especially all three of us. If the owner here, Ryan Lodi himself, I mean, like he put everything together, and like without him, like we wouldn't be here right now. So I'm appreciative for my work that I put in. Landon is glad, to be here, obviously, but without this man right here, prime example of like anyone could do anything that you want in this life, regardless of the insurance industry, whatever field you may be in, a barber, a stylist, clothing, whatever you want to do in this life, just go full go at it and you'll get what you want. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad to be in this industry because I genuinely like to help people, because we're all helping people here with their life insurance, with their Medicare plans, offering people extra dental, vision, hearing, hospital coverage plans. So it's a great thing. It's not about the money here. Like we're actually doing like a really great thing for individuals. We're helping our families, but we're actually helping others too. So, that's just a little bit more of it, I guess.
Yeah. It may be cliche. You probably hear this all the time. Celebrities on motivational speaks and stuff like that, they're always saying, oh, keep going. Don't stop. Stay consistent. It's true. It's all true. Like you have to keep going. You can't stop. And it's all true. I mean, they say it all the time. You hear it all the time. You're like, oh, yeah, they all say that. But it's right. I mean, just keep going. Keep staying consistent. Consistency.
That's right. That's right. So I just want to ask both of y'all one question. Like, what's one of the biggest things that has helped you go from where you were at to where you're currently at? Like, what did LC Financial Group provide you, Amir, to get you from where you were at to where you're currently at? What was it? The system, the processes, the leadership, the guy? Like, what is it? What would it be?
I mean, like if I really like want to get, I mean, it could be like it's like a little bit of everything. Like the group of individuals, like me personally, like there's a lot of individuals here, but I talk to you, Landon Jones and Brian Lewis the most, but everyone else in the organization is great. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I mean, it's a good atmosphere. All the Medicare University training, even though I haven't, really been full go on it, but there's tons of training here, tons of stuff to help me out. But I think the most thing is just a confidence, like, and like, I put it myself, but like that also you, Landon and Brian, like, oh, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, just, just do it. Like, just don't think about it. Just go full go, trust yourself, believe in yourself. But that being said, I mean, I think it's just mostly like the confidence around the organization that like, you can do it if you do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to say, like I said before, but like, if you genuinely like how myself and Landon, like when we first started, like if you just do it, like you will be rewarded. So I guess it's just like the uplifting, how you said, like just supporting each other and actually being there. It's a 1099 job, but it feels like a W-2 almost, because there's always help. There's always someone to talk to. And there's always, like that loving brotherly atmosphere, I guess you could say. So
yeah, that's a good point you bring up. It is a full 1099 position here at LC Financial Group, but it's like a hybrid mix between like 1099 and W-2, because there's just so much support that we provide. And, that's something that I'm really passionate about with like disrupting the life insurance and the Medicare space and just the insurance industry in general, because there's a lot of 1099 positions out there that, you're just brought into it and you're kind of left to figure it out by yourself. There's really no true support. So that's something I'm really, really passionate about, making a big change in the insurance industry. What about you, Landon? What was the one thing that, LC Financial Group provided that really helped you succeed the most?
I'd say it was, everyone that I was surrounded by. So when I first started here, I made myself known. I introduced myself to everyone in the organization, and I surrounded myself with everyone that does, insurance and Medicare. So every day when I'm asking people questions, I only ask you two questions. Like I know I would text you here and there if I have a question about Medicare. I text Joe and all the executives, Brian, questions about Medicare. So everyone that I talk to does Medicare. So I'm like, oh, it encourages me to keep going. If I have a bad day, I see people posting in Slack that they're doing good. Okay, they're doing good. Let me step it up tomorrow. If I have a bad day, then tomorrow will be better. They're constantly working, and it just keeps you in that mind space or the head space of insurance. I gotta do what I have to do to keep going. And I think just it's like when you surround yourself with people like-minded people that do what you want to do, that want what you want, and it just goes a long way because it's just like it's like whatever you want in life, being by yourself. Like, so I always like acknowledge you so much when you first started doing insurance. Like, you were all on your own. I know you told me that the guy that or whoever you started off with, you weren't really speaking with them that much when you first started, and it's just so like humbling to be around these people with the organization that does insurance. And I always have someone to go to if I have a question, and it's just great. So whoever you surround yourself with is whoever you'll make it with. So this is perfect.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the biggest things is like, we have our Slack group chat. We do our agency calls every Monday. Do our group training calls, and really just building that team atmosphere and the family camaraderie, and making sure that each individual partner feels like they're a part of a team, right? And they're not just left by themselves to build a business, to grow a business, to learn Medicare, to learn life insurance. Like, we're really truly here to help each individual partner, whether it's personally produced or, hey, maybe it's transitioning to building a business, right? As you're doing, Amir, already, you're already building your own team, you're building your own group. Landon, you're stepping into that realm as well.
Right.
And, transferring what you know as a personal producer and helping other people do the same exact thing. And that's where, that scale comes in play. And that's where the expansion and really the making an impact to the world and to the universe really comes in play. Because, we want people who, they're not just looking to help themselves. They want to help other people as well.
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if you just want to help yourself and be within our organization, that's fine. That's great. However, like, we're looking for people that want to make a big impact, people that align with our vision, our mission, right? Our vision is to help 1 million of our partners create financial freedom. So we can't do that by just consistently finding all these individual producers. We need people like Amir. We need people like Landon, like Brian Lewis, one of our executives, Joseph Provenzano, Brittany Knox, Luke Pisani, our COO, Benjamin Angie, another executive partner, Griffin Henderson, right? We need people like those, like them, that want to expand, they want to grow a team, and they want to impact more than just themselves, right? They want to impact the group. They want to impact, mankind on a bigger scale. That's where the real purpose comes in play. And that's what drives me personally. But just really making sure that we're building that family atmosphere and the team feeling, because as Landon said, I was by myself when I first started insurance 8 years ago, literally by myself. I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, not knowing a single soul, didn't know anything about insurance, literally nothing, no communication skills. You guys both knew me from high school. Not many people, know the Ryan Lodi from 8-9 years ago, who didn't speak to anyone, literally was so introverted, and literally like would not even speak a single sentence to individuals, right? And it's crazy to see like what can happen when, like you guys were talking about, when you fully commit to something, when you put, the actions into place, you speak things into existence,
Right.
And you surround yourself with the right people. And that's ultimately what we're growing here within our organization, just building a group of like-minded individuals, as Landon said, and it plays a huge part.
Yeah, I agree. But just kind of going with back to the insurance thing. I mean, once you get into the insurance industry and you start kind of like moving forward and you start doing really well for yourself, I mean, it gives you the opportunity to like do other things that you really want in life. Like, us three right here, like, I know myself, I'm a big sports guy. I know they like sports. So like, I've always dreamed about like going to like a Los Angeles Lakers game and like doing things like that. So like insurance is like finally giving me the ability to like do things that I truly want to do. Like, but also I'm still working when I'm saying this, but like it gives me more freedom and to control my schedule, to do things that maybe they want to do, that I want to do. Like maybe he wants to do whatever he may want to do in his life for a short period of time because he's been working for 6-7 months, whatever. He wants to take a week off, or he can control, he can work wherever he wants. He can do what he wants. It gives him the freedom, like having a 1099 job. It's, it's not easy, not everyone can do it, like Landon said, but once you commit, once you move forward, like actually genuinely wanting to be better, learning more about it. Like I know when I first started, I had a picture. I was living in my mom's basement. I had my wall was literally Post-it notes. What is part A? What is part B? What is part C? I mean, even to this day on my phone, I have like the Medicare. Like what is Part A? What is Part B? I mean, still to this day, I mean, you have to be dedicated to this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so like when people ask me a question, like even him, like if he doesn't know a question, like for example, if you go to a doctor and I'm sick and he doesn't know what's wrong with me, I'm probably not gonna go to that doctor again. Like for example, like when a client calls Ryan and he asks him a question, he knows the you know the answer to the question because he's been doing so much research and stuff like that. Even to this day, I was doing like a test on my computer. And I said, "Oh Ryan, like whatever, what is this?" And he said, he said the answer, and he was right. And I was like, he wasn't even looking at the screen. I was in the other room, and just it's nice to have, like how Landon said, individuals that have been doing insurance that know what they're talking about, that you can get feedback from and learn from. So that's one thing why I like being here. There's people that know what they're talking about, like Ryan Lodi, not just him. Brian Lewis, I know a lot now. He knows a lot now. Brian Lewis, Joe Provenzano, Luke Pisani, Brittany Knox, Dan, all these people are great individuals, and they're all, everyone here will help you. And that's what I'm getting at. Everyone in this organization will help you.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. We're all here to help each other succeed, help each other grow, and really, really change our lives, right? LC stands for life changing. So appreciate everyone tuning in. Just want to come to you guys really quick, how to expedite your success in the insurance industry with LC Finance Group. Or hey, maybe if you're not with LC Finance Group or you're not looking to join us here at LC Finance Group, maybe with your other insurance organization that you're currently with. But we would love to partner with you. We would love for you to partner with us. If you think we're a good fit for you, reach out to my guy Amir, reach out to Landon, reach out to myself. Reach out to any of our executive partners or send an email to our careers team, careers@teamlcfg.com, careers@teamlcfg.com. And hey, we'll see you guys till next time. Take it easy.